My name is Basan. I'm a certified SharePoint developer. Today I'm going to illustrate how we can implement the SharePoint oriented REST services using ADO.NET Data Services. So I'm going to give you the example practical scenario and just an overview. I'm creating a window application and consume the list data service and applying all the operation like insert, update, delete. You can say the CRUD operations. Let's begin with prerequisite. What the environment we need while implementing the scenario on our on our server. The second, the word the journal error. We are every time the people or many blogs are read in many blogs. This is a journal error while consuming the REST service. If you are not updated with ADO.NET data servers, it will throw you error. How we can fix the error? The implementation and the CRUD operation with SharePoint REST data service with example. The prerequisite, we have installed Visual Studio on a machine, ADO.NET data services install in a machine, and the full access. We must say the full access to the service URL. In this example, I'm going to use the list data service. This is a journal error. If our system is not updated, it will throw us the errors while consuming the service. How we can check this? Simply the paste the URL, which is your server name, port name, underscore VDI bin, and the list data is VC. If you are getting this type of error, it means you need to update your system. So either you going for installing, if it is already updated, you will need to install from here. This is the link of the the ADO.NET data service link, and this is the hotfix. If you are Windows 7 user, Vista user, or this is a server edition, Windows 2008, you need to implement this hotfix. If Windows 7, you need to implement this hotfix. The next, the implementation. In this implementation, make sure yes you have a administrator permission so you can access the REST services. Make sure the service is running. You can check by simply in my example, and this is my server and this is a service name. I'm going to so I'm just checking this URL by going to my Internet Explorer, and this is the slash metadata I provide here. I remove it. This is the service accessible, and the collection, it will return all the list, SharePoint list in the site collection, not a slide collection, in the site, I mean to say. All the hidden list also available, taxonomy, solution gallery, all the lists are available. So in this example, I'm using this customer list. I'm applying all the insert, update, deletion operation on this customer list. The customer list, I just show this is all. It contains two: the title, the name of the customer, and the city. This is the city is a relation with this customer city. So I have to show you, I edit this records. Now the next step, I need to consume the service. So how we can do this? Simply copy this and going to the Visual Studio and file, creating new project, and give the project name. And I'm going to give you the name REST example, and this is window application, and click OK. Visual Studio created a default the form from me. This is the form1.cs. I'm going to delete it and make my own form and rest, and add this, and also change here. So when I run this, it will not throw me error. So I'm just going to consume the service, going to the data menu, add new data source, and click the SharePoint, click next, specify the copy URL, and give the namespace to REST services, click OK, and the Visual Studio created. Click finish. The Visual Studio creating the services, all the classes, REST classes for us. How we can see this? You need to just go to the data, show data source. This is a data source, and this is the name of the data context. So I'm quickly going to this list form and applying the customer grid view grid here, and removing this the columns, going to the property and removing the extra columns from my just remove title required, remove. Okay, so this save it. So here toolbox, I'm inserting the insert, update, and delete, the three buttons here, and quickly rename the button update, delete, update, insert, delete. Now I am creating the event handler, click event handler. So double click this add button, update and delete, and add this namespace to my project. Now creating the context of this is, as I will show you here, this is a home context. So I just creating the home context equal to new home context, and specify the URL of my service. I'm going to need to pass the credential. For this I have to include the system.net class. So in the constructor I'm passing the default credentials, that is credential cache dot default credentials. You must specify your own custom credential, because I'm the administrator of the site. I need not to be specify my user is added in a ship. So I'm the administrator, so I need not to be specify the credentials, my credentials. So I specify my default credential. So here I need to first bind the data grid. So for this, in the page load, I'm going to bind the data grid. So this the custom binding source is the name of the data binding data source equal to context dot customs. It will bind all the customer. The customer will return all the customer list, and it will pass to this line, and the grid will show the list of the customer. So next step, I need to add. For this, you need to understand the structure. The customer item, this is the customer is a class, and item representing the single item. Whatever the list available in the SharePoint, the customer is a collection of all the lists, and the item representing the single items. So like the customer city item, and the rest of other. So I'm going to get the customer city item, customers city equal to context dot customer city dot first or default. It will return me a single record, and here I'm creating the object of customer equal to new customer, and here I'm going to assign the what is the required is a title is required. So I'll specify the title is insert customer by code, and the next is the city ID. City ID I will get from here. Now we have an object. Now I need to add this object to the list, customer list. So context dot add to customer list, and the item is a object not customer. The next step we need, I have add now the next step I have to update the context dot save changes. Okay, save the changes. This is all. Now so I have add the item. So next step I'm going to delete the item. So next step I'm going to delete the update the item. For that the requirement is same. I'm going to copy and paste here. So here I need a single item, so I will get the item from the context. So context dot customer dot to la. First, no, I need to last or default. The recently the item I just added, I'm going to get that item and I have a last item. Now I have to update the item. So what we need, I will change the title, only the title here, insert code. Now update by code, same. Now here I have to update the object update item and save changes. In the same case for the delete, copying, paste, I get the object, I just delete object and specify the object name and update the save the changes back to the server. This is all. This is update delete. How we can check? Simple, press F5. This is the list of the customer. Now I have to click, I just specify the breakpoint here to see the debugging. Click add. First it get the system customer city. In this object you can see the city one. Now it's creating the object and filling this property and add changes and to save the changes to the server. I did a small changes in my code. Currently I am initialize the context over there. I just creating a new method, and every time add the context I will going to the call the function init context and bind the list here, the bind the list and getting the latest update from the server. So after the delete update insert I specify the all the list here, and rather than getting the deleting the first, I'm going to update the first record and deleting the first record in the list. So here I'm going to press F5 again. This is the list. I'm going to delete by you will see the first item is deleted. Now I'm going to update the first item custom 3 and click update. You will see the item is update custom to my code. Now I'm going to add, this is ID is 14, I'm going to add, it will insert a new item to that list. I'm putting a breakpoint. Press F5. Look at that. So this is all about. Thank you. Hopefully you like this post, this video. Also the I'm going to post this video as well as my source code, my blog. My blog is SharePoint for developer.blogspot.com. This is my blog, and thank you very much. You give me the feedback, what do you like about this video. Thank you, have a good day.